What's going on, everybody? It's Cannabis Guru. I got an update for you. Right now, we're looking at the only 3 seeds that have popped properly. What is it? Rocket seeds. They suck, dude. They freaking suck. So, those are the only 3 that sprouted. And this one right here sprouted first, like super quick. And probably going to be the strongest pheno. This one took a little bit to, let's see if it'll freaking focus. Took a little bit to sprout. And this one, man, my camera is just not, there we go. So this one right here sprouted, but it didn't sprout the right way, and it was like really shallow, and kind of, when it sprouted, it pushed itself out, so I had to replant it. And it turned out alright. So I got lucky with that one. But yeah, man, these seeds are kind of shitty. So over here we have one of the really shitty ones. See if I can zoom in here. There we go. So I don't know how clear this is. Let's see here. Gosh dang it. So anyways, I'm struggling here. Well, anyways, you can see, maybe you can see it. It's kind of fucking blurry, dude. I'm sorry, you guys. This iPhone's giving me problems. So there you go, right there. You can see the split in it, where the leaves are going to split. But I had to pull the shell off of this one, and I'm not too sure if it's going to do anything. But yeah, this is a G13 from Rocket Seeds. Pretty disappointed. And here we go. We got that. What is this? Is this the Bad Betty? Yeah, this is. Oops, sorry, you guys. This is the Bad Betty. God damn it, dude. Well, anyways, this phone is the shittiest phone. There we go. It turned green. It wasn't like this. But yeah, this seed's like 6 years old. When I put it in water to soak, it sank after about 2 hours or so. So I figured it was viable, so I planted it. And this one has sprouted. The other one that I had didn't sprout. It was shitty. That's what happens when you get old seeds. So we'll see what happens with this one. Hopefully, it grows. But, yeah, dude, my phone is super blurry. There we go. I think that's going to do it. Who knows? Anyways, so that's what I got going on there. Maybe it's my eyes that make it look blurry. I need glasses really bad. But right now, these are in little pots. They're going to be in these little pots for a while. And then eventually they're going to go into 1-gallon cloth pots. Some smart pots. And go on this table. If I'm lucky, there'll be 4. And I'll have 1 to put outside. But we'll have to wait and see. This phone sucks ass. So, anyways, so yeah, I got that going on. Just those 3 that have sprouted properly, kind of, sort of. So yeah, next time I'm going with a different brand. Exotic Genetics is pretty good. That's where this Bad Betty's from. And after 6 years, it sprouted. So I'm gonna say something. The Rocket Seeds, dude, they weren't even packed properly. They weren't sealed in an airtight container. And out of the light, they were in like a clear container, not sealed, nothing, dude. And that should have freaking been red flags right there for me. But this G13, I figured, what the hell, you know. So you live and you learn, you know what I mean. But so yeah, so that's what I got going on there. As far as the setup goes, let's see. I'm running the Titan Saturn 6. Okay, it's an analog. God damn, dude. I wish I knew how to freaking... This phone There we go. So, I got the Titan Saturn 6 Chrome controller. It's analog. Well, I guess it's digital, but it's analog. You get what I'm saying. Like, this controller doesn't work with some digital stuff, you know, where you have to set the timer and the values or whatever on the actual piece of equipment. Like my dehumidifier, it doesn't work worth a shit with the one that let's see, this one right here. What is this, Active Air or some shit? Oh no, this is a GE. So it's got like a, I don't know, like a, I don't know what you call it, like a standby period or whatever, you know what I mean? For when it turns on, it doesn't kick over right away. And when it shuts off, like say by a timer, and then comes back on, it doesn't come on right away, so your humidity ends up going way higher than the value you set it for. So that's a problem. So my dehumidifier that I have now is analog, no digital settings or anything like that. As you can see, it's Hydro Farm, I think. But yeah, it works great. You can't hardly find these at all anymore. I used to have two, but one of them made a lot of noise and I sent it back and never got another one. But the Chrome controller also controls my heater. I want to get one of those AC Infinity or Spider Farm or whichever one, where you don't put the unit in your tent, but you got the hose running to the tent and you can recirculate the air. And yeah, you can run CO2 while the heater's running and stuff and not worry about it sucking out of your tent. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I need their humidifier as well. And I may go, I don't know if I'll go with their dehumidifier or not. I may. It just depends. I kind of like this dehumidifier. It works really well. I got my chiller right here, and then my reservoir. I got my air tubes right here. They're the same length, in case you were wondering or curious. Same length, so you get even air distribution. I got my 6-inch fan filter right over there to help with the smell, even though there's no smell right now. And it also keeps down the dust. You know what I mean? It sucks the air into there. So, and of course, I'm running the Kind K5XL1000s, the Wi-Fi. Now, as you can see, the left side of the light burned out for the micro lights, which would be white, orange, infrared, ultraviolet. Those are the ones that, and white, if I didn't already say that, that went out on the left side. So I've got some drivers coming in the mail, and I'm going to try and find out, which driver's bad, and I'm going to replace it, and then I'll be back up at, perfect running condition. Same with this light. This left corner, or right corner right in here, has gone bad. The bulbs, the LEDs are fine, so the driver must have taken a shit. So I got another driver coming for that one too. So these lights were $1,600, almost $1,700 a piece when I bought them back in 2020. And fuck, dude, for shit like this to happen, it really pisses me off. These diodes, I don't know if you can see them. Fucking brand new, dude. You know what I mean? They're all like that. These lights hardly have any runtime on them at all. God dang it. There we go. So yeah, these lights have hardly any runtime on them, so that's why I was pretty upset. I put these lights back. Let's see, we bought our house in 2021, so I put these lights away in 2021, 5 years ago. And recently I just pulled them out to get going again, and that's when I noticed that this ballast went out, because it was fine when I put it away. This one went bad before I put it away. I should have sent them in for warranty, but I couldn't find the receipt and shit where I bought them, so I didn't bother. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I've got ballast coming, or drivers, whatever you want to call them. So it should fix the issue once I find out which driver's gone bad. So I'm running a what is this? A Vivasun? I can't freaking remember. What are they called? Vivasun or whatever. Anyways, I got one of those oscillating fans. I thought they were pretty cool. Hurricane 8-inch fan, can light filter, 5x9 Gorilla Grow tent, okay, 4x4 Botanicare, I think it's Botanicare, low rise flood and drain table. I built the table myself. I don't know why I didn't just buy one. You know what I mean? Maybe I was I don't know, but I built this myself. It's really heavy. Next time I'm just gonna buy the rack already. You know what I mean? Or the table or whatever, and it'll be a lot lighter. What else? Oh yeah, once those plants This run right now, I'm going to do flood and drain table in this run, but all my clones that I'm going to have are going to go in fabric pots on easy peasy, what would you call it, drain, runoff trays by the bucket company. So I'm going to be running those with cloth pots and using these spray, whatever the fuck you want to call them, spray rings. They work really well. I know the bucket company has something that's like a bubbler and a sprayer and a dripper and all that shit. This just, I had to drill the holes out more. Because I was using, see if you can see it. There we go. I was using, something genetic, gosh dang it. General Hydroponics. And I was using their Maxi line and the powdered stuff, and I was building up a lot of salt, so I had to drill these holes out so the salt wouldn't build up as easy. And when I did that, it really made the water come out quite a bit. So I've got valves that will go, let's see here. Anyways, I've got these little valves. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. So I'll have to put the phone down and shit. I got these little valves that'll go on the end of it, ball valve, and I can adjust the pressure so I can get them all even. So yeah, it's gonna be dope. I've done it before on one of my previous grows when I lived at the other place and had my fat grow room. Yeah, I used to run them like that, and it worked really, really well. So, oh yeah. Don't mind all the extension cords. It's all for my freaking grow and shit. There's a cloth pot, CO2 tanks. So over here, I've got my light controller. Okay. Oh well, it's not working. So yeah, I've got my Titan Helios 12 light controller. It controls 8 lights, LEDs or double-ended or whatever. It runs them all, and it runs them at 120 and 240. I run mine at 240. It draws less amps. Should be easier on the electric bill, I would assume. But yeah, I got that wired up, and then I got these 2 outlets. Don't mind that. I broke it when I screwed it in, and this one cracked too. I gotta get new ones. Not screwing in so tight, but these are both GFI rated, obviously, and they're both separate 20 amp circuits. So I can, because my trigger cords for the Helios 12, okay, each cord takes 15 amps. So I don't know if it's a constant 15 amps, because my last place that I had a grow, I could have swore I hooked both trigger cables up to one outlet and one timer. I had a double outlet timer, and I think I had them both hooked up to that, so makes me think that I would just need 15 amps on one circuit, and I can run both triggers off of one circuit. I don't know. I can't remember if I did that or not. I don't know if it's supposed to be done that way. If they're running constant, it would have blown a circuit. So I think it's just to trigger the freaking switch over and then stop. I don't know if that's true or not. So like I said, I'm running 2 20 amp circuits. It's just a little overkill. But that way, if I ever take my grow down and get rid of this light controller and shit, I'll have 2 separate 20 amp circuits that I can plug whatever into, pressure washer, whatever. So yeah, I freaking got an extra hole right there. Like I said, I'm not a professional electrician, but so yeah. Also, let's see, as far as the breakers go, there's the 2 20 amp breakers. See if I can get the phone to focus. 20 amp breaker, and then a double 50, so that's 240. This phone, dude, sucks ass. It's iPhone 12. So, but yeah, there's my circuit for the light controller and the triggers. I thought about running a separate box, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's absolutely necessary. This box is rated for 200 amps, and that's, from what I read, that's if you're running simultaneously 200 amps, like everything's running at the same time, and you're pulling 200 plus amps from your box, your fuse is going to blow. All of them, even that one. So I was thinking about running a separate box, but it's like, dude, everything's not running all at the same time. So I should be able to run like all that shit off of this box. Because not everything in the house is running at the same time. But yeah, I did think about putting a separate box in for just the grow, but it seemed like a little bit of a hassle. It was easier just to do this. And I'm going to be adding some more breakers for outlets on the wall, because I need like 3 or 4 more outlets for my tent. I think it's like 3, yeah, maybe 4. I'm going to put one on 120 amp circuit, and then the other 3 are going to go on a 20 amp. So it'll be 2 20 amp circuits, but 3 plugs on one and then 1 plug on the other. The one with the 1 plug goes for my grow room controller, and then the one with 3 plugs goes to the power strip in the tent, the dehumidifier over here, and whatever else. I think I got something else. So yeah, it'll be like that. So, but yeah, I did it. You know, I didn't do the best job, but on this, for as far as the drywall goes, I could have just cut this out and left this sealed. I don't remember why I cut all this out. I can't remember. Maybe it was to drill the holes up here, but I was able. I don't know. Just gives me more work to patch up, but I should be able to do it. I got a thing of drywall right there. I got mud and I got some drywall tape. So we'll see. But yeah, I got this going right here. I'm just gonna patch it and be a nice little. It won't even be a hole there. You just run right into the wall, kind of like this right here that the electrician did for my microwave. So we had a nice microwave put above the stove when we remodeled the kitchen, and it's on its own 20 amp circuit. So it uses quite a bit of juice, dude. So anyways, can't think of much else. Yeah, see, here's one of the surge protectors that I use, but this is off the garage main circuit, and the only thing I got hooked up to this is a light, my dehumidifier. I don't know what the rest of these are plugs are. I'll have to look. I can't remember. Oh, I think one of them goes to the power strip in my tent, and I think the fan runs off of that, because over here, or something like that, over here I've got the grow room controller, the heater, and then this, which goes, come on, dude, where's this go to? I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know what all this shit goes to. I got wires everywhere. Anyways, here's my res. Excuse me. I got a cheap ass RO setup. I need a new filter. I need a whole new setup. I want to get like a 5 filter setup, a bigger one with bigger filters. Something that'll do, you know, for like a whole house. But I got this set for, what is this measured out to, bro? I got it measured out somewhere. Right here. So there's 30 gallons. There's 25 gallons. So generally I run it, well, about 25, where the float valve is at. So it'll shut off automatically when it reaches a certain height, about 25 gallons. So it works pretty good for 8 plants. You don't run out of water, but at the end of the week, it's definitely time to change the water. So 25 gallons seems to work for 8 plants. So I was pretty satisfied with that. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got, you guys.